Welcome back to Nathan Plays Super Metroid. I'm Nathan, and this is still Super Metroid. Joining me today are, once again, Bentley the dog. Say hello, Bentley. Maybe later. And Gideon the cat. Say hello, Gideon cat. Maybe later. It's actually been several weeks since I recorded the last episode. Not even entirely sure I remember where I was. Let's see if we can figure this thing out. How do you play this game? Okay, I was in Brinstar. Oh yes, I believe I was making my way back up and picking up power-ups along the way. Let's see if we can't find some fun detours to do here. We are sort of working our way all the way back around to the wrecked ship in the upper right sort of the main game area. Sometimes I save this kind of power-up gathering for later, and this time I just feel like doing it now. I believe a while back we highlighted these blocks here, and now we can do something about it, so let's do that thing. Kind of a stuck door there and quite a long way down. Okay, no big deal. We can still get back out if we want to. Ah! Nightmares. Ugh, hate these things. I always forget about this room. There we go, and we'll just pop a missile into that one and be done with it. Okie doke, this all seems fairly straightforward. We'll just kind of... Oh, what's that? Now, you might ordinarily be tempted to run straight over there, but disaster lurks. Okay, this is a tricky one to kind of do, because if you jump too early, you'll just hit the roof and fall in anyway, and it's kind of a long walk to get back, as you'll see. Tricksy designers. We also have a super missile door here, which leads to more super missiles. Super missiles beget super missiles. Lovely. We can use all those super missiles we can get. They are just the best. I think that's it for this room. Okay. Well, let's see what's down here. I think it's here. There is a save station. Very nice. Smoke if you got him. That's what I sometimes say. I don't smoke, but I sometimes say that. And looks like we're heading this way now, so let's go through and... Oh boy, more leapers. Part's a little bit tricky because of all these guys fluttering around here. We got the other stuff to deal with. But we can just freeze them, as I've pointed out before, and no more of them come. Fortunately, if you have the super bombs to get down here, you probably have the ice beam too, so that's not so bad. You just have to go with a little bit of caution. It's actually a good sort of introduction to a later section of the game. Oh! I believe these little guys are called the Edicoons, and they are here to teach you another trick, just like that ostrich creature from earlier. If you haven't figured out how to wall jump yet, now you see these things, and they are here to show you how it's done in a nice, sort of contained passageway here. Then they all fall back down, just like the ostrich. That one kind of shows you something there. And the rest of them will just keep doing this forever and ever. If you want to rewind the video a little bit, you'll notice that those things chirp the item get song, which I always thought was kind of a nice touch. They're totally friendly and harmless, and they're cute, and fulfill a valuable function. I always appreciate games that can show you things in a way that sort of fits with the game world rather than like just a tutorial window telling you how it's done. And this guy wanted to show us there was a power bomb here. That was awfully nice of him. Thanks, buddy. Good jumping skills. X-ray scope? Nope. Doesn't work on biological creatures, unfortunately. Oh, now I'm gonna fall down a ways. You saw that passage up as I was going up here that goes off to the left. I think that just sort of lets you out a little early if you can't make it all the way up, I think. Maybe not. Oh, shoot. Maybe I should have checked that out. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We can get by without it, whatever it was. So from there, we're going to say goodbye to those cute little guys, and we're going to keep working our way back upwards. And you know what? We're actually going to... Oh. Okay, this room had some stuff that we couldn't do before. Thanks to collapsible floors and such. But now we have speed boots. Whoa. And we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more reserve tank out of 4 total. Good things to have. And if that pipe didn't look immediately obvious to you at this point in the game, I don't know what to tell you. And there's just a missile back here. This one hallway yields all kinds of goodies when you come back here. Because, for instance, oh, this gate closed on us, and there's no way to shoot it open. Whatever shall I do? Let's look for a way around it. Pop some of these guys here. We're quite a bit more powerful than when we last came around. And for our troubles, we get another super missile. Yay! With a collapsible base, and we're back where we started. How convenient. Ow. Inconvenient. Alright, time to head up to the ship and then over. I could use some of this walking time to answer some of the questions that I've gotten in the YouTube comments, but there haven't been any. I guess I'm just explaining everything so well, nobody minds. Thanks. And for those of you who have actually been keeping up on this series, thank you so much for watching. It's rather pleasing that somebody else is interested in the game. However, I'll be honest, I would be doing this either way. I just enjoy Super Metroid. Let's stop in here. We kind of came here on our way down early on in the game. There you go. It's a little progress update. 1 down, 3 to go. So yeah, like I said some time ago, that room is obviously designed to kind of show you. You know it's going to be significant later on, and it's kind of showing you what your goals are overall. In a game that does almost no explaining of anything through text, that's just another in-universe way that they demonstrate to you what you need to do. Use the boots to make short work of that little slope there. Could go down and pick up that other stuff. Yeah, let's try it. Seems we're here and all. We're just going to take another quick detour and go pick up a couple more power-ups before we head over to the wrecked ship. Just, you know, delaying the inevitable here. It's never a bad idea to be prepared. Oh yeah, whenever you're going down this passage, just drop down the right side. And remember to shoot a lot. First of all, they snuck this one under our noses. We don't have time to bomb every one of those blocks, so we're just going to do it the easy way and drop down here to get missiles. Still, every bit counts. Work our way back out. Oh yeah. It might be time to disable the ice beam for the time being. Just don't really need it, and it's that extra shot. We can just move through things a little quicker if we don't have it on. All the way back to that creepy first area that we encountered. We're here again. Hooray. You might recall one of the reasons that I'm back here. And now it's, you can see it's been stocked with enemies as well. Similar, very similar in placement and design, excuse me, to the original Metroid, which these hallways crib from. I'm rather more powerful. Let's grab that. Now we can swiftly jump up there. And... oh, I kind of came at this the wrong way around, but that's okay. We need to powerbomb this. Then you think, oh, I'll just bomb jump or wall jump up there, but no, it's gonna take a shine spark. It's actually just easiest anyway. Oh, maybe I came here too soon after all. Oh, shoot. Okay, this part's tricky. You're like, well, there's nothing here. Ah, or is there? And I don't think I can make that jump. Ah, rats. I'm sorry, everybody. I wasted your time. How do we get back down? Well, now I really hope this doesn't throw me off of my run, but it should be okay. Whoa. At least we got another energy tank out of the bargain. This also, if you ever need to, okay, there's the elevator there, criteria, and then there's the where we got our morph ball, and you can power bomb those walls, and that goes straight through to that blue area that I haven't explored. We might make that connection later on, just to come back here real quick and grab that thing that I can't get. How frustrating. Thanks, locker combination run brain that just says, oh, hey, you should wander over there, but without remembering everything that's there. I tell you, it was, it's Sunday as I'm recording this, and it was very difficult to focus in church this morning because I'm like, oh, I should record more episodes this afternoon. Oh, and then I started thinking about all the places I wanted to go. And once my brain gets on that topic, it's kind of hard to redirect. Okay, did I miss it? Did I go past it? Did. Here we go. Okay, so this one little platform on the right side here, put bomb there, opens up to this one. We didn't do any of this stuff before because there's nothing we could have done with it anyway. Takes you into this kind of scary room. Oh, I do need the ice beam here after all. Thought I was done with you, ice beam. Just can't quit you. We need to freeze these guys. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. The thing is, I need this hallway as a runway for another shine spark, and if you don't do this right, then they jump up. And the worst part is you have to be quick about it because they will unthaw. Oh, not far enough. No, 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 no. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Okay. Okay, whatever. Whatever. You know what? I'm not even a big deal. Okay. Back up, and we'll go. There we go. Oof, that was a lot more effort than it needed to be. But super missiles, always worthwhile. It's fun the way the game sort of lays out these little kind of traversal puzzles for you in the side rooms. They're not all about the main areas being the challenge, but sometimes just to get a power-up, you have to figure out kind of a little thing of what do I need to do. And it's a lot of trial and error because sometimes you'll do part of it and then you'll, say, climb all the way up that passage and realize that you needed to speed boost up there the entire time. The other end of it lets out up here, and we're back at the top. Handy. As I'm not ordinarily a completionist, I'm sure there's all kinds of other stuff that I'm just walking past and little tucked away power-ups. I'm only able to do the ones that I remember, sadly. So, just if you are a 100%er and you're grabbing your monitor with fury right now and saying, "Oh my goodness, why are you missing that?" Well, I don't need it, and you need to relax. It's okay. You know what? I think I think we'll all just have a better time if we just breathe deeply and relax. Maybe I'll play some soothing music later on, or make some sea noises. That help me. Anyway. Okay, time to go this way. As you can tell, unlike some people who record these videos, most people I think, I record these as I record my narration as I'm playing here, and I don't really pre-think a lot of it. So you get treated to my special brand of rambling nonsense. Lucky you. Okay, this room is quite a challenge if you don't have one of those handy grapple beams. This is kind of your roadblock to going to the right in the beginning of the game, because you'll try and get over, oh, you'll see that tempting missile and you'll fall in the water, and then you have to slog your way back out. The crackety ones, I'm not sure I've shown those to you before, do that. So you just can't hang on to them forever, because after a certain point they'll crumble, and you just have to make sure you keep moving. It's time to start heading into more waterlogged areas. We are going to subject ourselves to the torture of running around in water just so we can, grab one easy power up here. It's a problem of momentum, and also your jump is just completely killed when you're underwater for the time being anyway. Once you get moving, you can kind of keep moving. When you fall into a bunch of water like this, the movement in this game feels so right that when it slows you down like this, it's extra frustrating. You're like, why? Okay, so we have more grapple beam points there. That was kind of our gate. Oh, Gideon the cat has come around to say hello. Standing on my lap now. Hello, Gideon. He'll give you scratches. Oops, now the dog is jealous. Alright, folks, well, hopefully in the next minute... No, don't go on there. If a fight breaks out, they might knock over my amazing recording setup here, which is literally a Rock Band USB mic on a bent coat hanger on a TV tray. A cheap TV tray, not even a nice wooden one. Anyway, here we are at the wrecked ship. Bugs scatter. Things seem kind of dark. Sort of not really happening in here. There's a few different ways you can choose to explore here. Most of the place is kind of shut down and cut off to you. And there's ghosts. What a delight. That's what you need. Again, we're gonna turn this thing back off. See if we can get by with this. Lasted all of 2 minutes last time, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, we're at the bottom here. Or are we? The ghosts just keep coming back. It's sort of irritating. You can also shoot the creatures in there, but that just seems cruel. Kind of pointless and arbitrary. They're not really bothering you. Some broke down robots here. Some stuff over there. We can... Oh, not quite. Map station is offline. Let's see if we can't bring some power back to the area. Maybe we'll search around. Oh, through here. Ah, an eyeball door. And what did we learn about eyeball doors? Big problems coming up next. This, historically, was one of my most hated bosses. It's tedious, and if you don't really know how to approach him, it can be very, very difficult. I think his name is Fantoon. And he's a big ghosty squid thing, and he's irritating as heck, and I hate him. So he's gonna float around and drop these neat blue flames on us that we can grab power-ups from. And then, once he gets tired of that, he's gonna open up that big eye of his. Then he switches his modes, kind of goes invisible for a bit. Drops more stuff on us. This is a good time to get power-ups, get health if you need. And then he starts doing the waves. So here's the thing. If you hit him with a super missile, Regular missiles, I don't know if he does this, but super missile, he'll immediately disappear and start lashing the room. It's totally unavoidable unless you see, as I'm doing there, you charge your beam and you use your beam charge kind of spin jump to dodge them. And then we go back to it. He starts dropping more blue fire. I'm going to call this attack Icy Fire, and I'm going to name this boss Ed Sheeran. And then we wait for him to show up again, and when he does, we pump another super missile into his stupid face. And then he starts doing that, and you just have to jump at the right time. You have a lot of leeway for when to jump if you just don't even have to do big jumps. It's just enough to get you through. This used to just be a terribly frustrating knockdown, drag-out fight for me. But it doesn't have to be. Especially because I never knew how to dodge those. I was always like, oh, hit him with the super missile. And then he starts doing that, and it's unavoidable, and that seems extremely frustrating. But now it's just tedious. An improvement, I guess? Of course, as with all the other bosses, regular missiles will work, charge shots will work if you're out of all of those. And it's a little tougher to time, but with the spacer on, it's actually, it's nice, it's easier to hit a smaller spot because the beam sort of spaces out like that. It's maybe hard to see what I'm doing when he opens his eye like that. I'm quickly hitting select twice to switch the super missile. And popping one in there, and then the X button to cancel out instantly so that I can get back, I can get to charging right away. And he's a nice bright shade of red, it means he's just about done. Done being annoying and dumb. Anyway, we can just dodge those, don't even have to shoot them all. It's just kind of fun, easy stuff to do. And that's that. Rest in peace. Got a neat explosion effect there, and then... Whoa! You guys saw that too, right? That's not just me. Good. Good news. Got lots of powers for our trouble, or refill some of our supplies, and it looks like the power's back on. Hooray! He was what was causing the power. We have a few extra wrinkles to deal with now that the power is back on, but it had to be done. First of all, these things are loose. And the robots are walking around and being dumb and periodically shooting at you if you don't keep them off balance. You can use your gun to sort of push them back and forth. But mostly they just sort of stumble around on their own. Let's grab the map and see what we can see here. Okay, so it's not really a huge area, and as you might imagine, there's quite a few little secrets to fill in there. But there's a few dots on that map that we need to investigate. So let's get to it. Ow. A Cheerio hit me in the face. That doesn't make any sense. It appears as though this formerly sealed door was open, much like Kraid. There's just a little power-up room here for your trouble. More of those lovely super missiles. The sparks that are now everywhere because of all the frayed wires, as you can see, are painful and to be avoided. Some of them will actually drop extra sparks on you just to be annoying. Or it's, I don't know, their job or something. Oh yeah. This one over here goes where? Oops. This is not one that I get that often. So I don't quite remember why a person comes back here. Ah, get away from me. Oh. Okay. I'm being stubborn about this a little bit. No? Oh, I don't remember. Fine. Oh, it is just the second one. Okay, come on. There we go. Worth it? Worth it. Anything else in here? No, we're good. Later on, I'll get a minor, easily missable power-up called the morph jump or something. Anyway, and instead of having to jump and sort of quickly drop into a ball and try and fit into places, it allows you to just jump in morph ball mode, which is really huge. It's a real blessing. Okey-doke. Having wasted a whole bunch of time trying to get there. We'll come back to this save point in a moment, but first... Get out of the way. Using our sweet wave beam to take down all the blocks and work our way through the ship. Yeah. Don't spit on me. Gross. So this chamber goes quite a ways to the left and to the right, and the irritating thing about it is a little bit, if you want to open either the door on the left or the door on the right, you have to destroy everything in the room. So starting in the middle means you go all the way to one side, and then all the way back, and try not to get hit by the sparks, although I'm rash and impulsive, and so I do often. Jump over the broken glass there. Sometimes, you know, you just stand there and tank it out. It's too irritating to move. And we get another one of these rooms. People shooting Cheerios, but they're a little too tall. Suckers. You can drop them into the pits there to help yourself out. And you can ride their heads as they stumble around. And that's kind of funny. I like the old, you know, they get kind of a sci-fi B-movie 50s charm to them. I have no idea of what purpose they could have possibly served on when the ship was operating. And I guess that's it for that area. Okay. Now, we have a little more work to do here at the ship, but it looks like it's getting to time for this video, so I'm actually just gonna... Oh, good, I have to destroy everything to... Alright, maybe we'll go a little... Okay. Maybe we'll go a little long with this one. Sort of breaks up nicely then. I'm gonna grab that. Going all the way, fighting our way through the room puts us outside the ship. What? Ah. Okay, well, falling off those platforms just really makes you fall down here, and there's nothing for it. You can see there's kind of some doors there. You're like, oh, how do I get in there? There's also kind of a puzzle to be done with these floating platforms that leads you up to more missile power-ups, but it is annoying, and I don't like doing it. I want to go... Oh, right here, matter of fact. Oops. No, wait. Yeah. Next to my super handy X-ray scope, I know that I can go down here and grab this. Now, if I was not careful, I could go down there, fall down there rather, and be dropped right back to the beginning of this area. And nobody wants that, so... Let's see if I can... There we go. But I don't think I want to go down here either. I want to go... there, actually. these nests here. They'll just keep coming. Don't care. And we get to... Oh, this room's for sort of fun flying things. Leaping out of the water. Parading around. Become a bounty hunter. Visit alien worlds, meet exotic species, kill them. So, doors sealed behind us, and we have a room full of spikes. And these spikes hurt. Trust me. And they go on for a long, long time. So it behooves a person to be more careful than that. And you can just use the method there. And then you get to this guy, and he doesn't have anything. Nothing? I came all this way, and you have nothing. Well, at least the spikes are fake. No, they're not. Well, he wants to be holding something. Let's make him hold something. Oh, look at that. Well, I can't move. His eyes are glowing. Let's see what happens. Oh, we're going for a ride. At this point, I'm not sure why it was difficult for the screen to scroll smoothly, but I suppose it's an engine thing. And he drops you. I like the little touch here of that it breaks the blocks beneath you. I thought that was kind of neat. Like, sort of implies the weight of you. And we can walk into this room, which contains a lantern? Spiffy. Oh. Gravity suit. A hiccup right in the middle of my item song. How embarrassing. Yes. The gravity suit. Doesn't add anything to our costume, but it does turn us into a pleasing shade of purple. And has a mysterious other function that I will get to. I'm sure you cannot guess what it is. Of course, once again, as with the various suit, if you would like to try, feel free to scream your answers at your screen now. We're going to detour briefly and grab some stuff that you might not have known was here. I'll take that. And you're like, what? That's it? We came all this way for a missile power-up? Whoa, hold your horses. Let's clear something out of the way there. And learn about what's going on here. Oh. I didn't actually need to do that last one, but I did. Oh boy. Okay, this one takes a little bit of effort to time on my part. And up we go. Huzzah! It's another reserve tank. However, be careful, or else you're doing this all over again. Yeah. You can see above me here. There is another door on the outside of the ship that you can take that goes all the way back here, but it's impossible to get through the floor. It just kind of taunts you with this thing that you can't reach. It looks like, on the map, it looks like it's connected to that hallway. And it'll drive you crazy, but the way in is actually around back. So, that's fun. Hey, don't jostle my mic stand. The pets are having a scuffle. Let's see if we can't move this over. Not everybody is as calm, cool, and collect as I am about this discovery. Yes, the gravity suit. Now I will find a save point. And we will make more forward progress in the next one. This door now just unceremoniously kicks us outside of the ship and into the water. And you're like, what? But hey. Oh. In an unexpected or possibly completely expected development, we can move around freely as though we were on land. We also don't have to worry about an air supply, even though we do periodically see little breath kind of... It's, again, excellent little details in this game. Yep, the gravity suit is going to allow us to finish exploring this area and move into Meridia, the waterlogged area. Whoa! Guys, stop jostling the mic stand. Okay, I'm going to save it here. Now that we have our lovely purple suit, all's right in the world. So I will say once again, oh, stop it. Thank you very much for watching. No, that stop it was not directed at you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next mission.